Hey, hey, I'm Dave Roscoe, aka MrGrynch on Smule.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Well, maybe normally, but tonight I have endeavored to not be mean, and I'll tell you why. It is Monday, August 19th, and I'm running my show, so there's nothing to be unhappy about. So I'm endeavoring to not be mean tonight. So welcome to the show. Again, I'm Dave Roscoe, aka MrGrynch on Smule, and you are watching Smule Scene, and I'll be your host for tonight. We've had 8 amazing performances for you, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Smule Scene. Smule Scene is on a mission. Our mission is to scour the Smule platform and look for hidden talents, the talents that Smule does not showcase. We all know that Smule features the same people over and over and over again, and we're breaking out of that mold. You know, we're pulling you out of the app so that we can show you what Smule doesn't want to, and then hopefully you'll make some great connections, hear some good music, and have a good time. Hey, how you doing, Missy? Welcome to the show. Glad you could make it. You're becoming a regular here. I really appreciate that. So, but yeah, here at Smule Scene, we see you and we want the world to hear you. And that's it. That's all. That's what we're about. So let's see what's going on this week. Well, my wife and my older son just got back from Greece. They had a great time. They were gone for just a little over a week, and they sent back a lot of great pictures. I was really jealous, but I'm really happy. They seem to have had a great time. And I really look forward to making the second trip with the whole family. I really missed them while they were gone. But I had a great week with my younger son, and it was a nice chance to just spend a good amount of quality time with him, which, you know, doesn't happen very often. We're all, you know, have busy lives. So with that being said, another announcement here. This show this week will be streamed only in vertical. So what you're seeing is the mobile friendly version, and that's all that will be streamed. The overwhelming response to the vertical indicates to me that this is what people prefer. However, for people who do prefer a full screen version, I will be uploading a recorded version in full screen after the show, so nobody gets left out. So I hope you guys are ready to hear some great music, because I've got it in spades for you tonight. So let's get this show started. If you're here because we tagged you, I welcome you. And after your song is played, I do hope that you'll stick around to hear some of the other amazing talent that we have lined up. And if you're here just because you like what we're doing and you like the music and you like listening to me fumble my way through a show, I really appreciate that. Welcome. We always encourage people to become regulars and just stick around and listen to some great music. So with that being said, let's hop right into song number 1. Now, this song is a special one for me, and I'll tell you why. It was written in 1977 by Rod Temperton, and he was the band's keyboardist. And he later wrote Michael Jackson's hits Thriller and Rock With You. And I grew up listening to this song. My dad was a singer, and he did a cappella, doo-wop, obviously Motown. So this is the kind of music that I grew up listening to when I was young. So it's near and dear to my heart. He was also a singer, as I mentioned. And this song reached number 18 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, and number 2 on the Billboard Hot Souls single chart. Singing Always and Forever by Heatwave, we have ELeeFrost and Kevin C3.
What's up, y'all? I wanted to bring y'all some old school. I got a little rasp going in my voice right now, so I'm gonna make the best of it. Always and forever, each moment with you like a dream to me that somehow came true. And I know tomorrow will still be the same, 'cause we've got a life of love that won't ever change. And every day, love me your own special way. Melt all my heart away with a smile. Take time to tell me you really care, and we'll share tomorrow together. I'll always love you forever.
Always forever. There'll always be sunshine when I look at you. It's something I can't explain, just the things that you do. And if you get lonely, phone me and take a second to give to me that magic you make. And every day, love me your own special way. Melt all my heart away with a smile. Take time to tell me you really care, and we'll share tomorrow together. I always love you ever, loving you.
It's a thing that I've planned for a very long time.
Always forever love
Me with you, you with me, we as one. Love together
forever
for a very long time.
loving you. Always forever love you.
Thank you for joining me.
That was great. So ELeeFrost, I went to play him last week, but if you watched my show, I mentioned I had a technical difficulty, and for some reason, Smule wouldn't let me download his song. So I told him I would pick another song with him. Actually, it was him and his partner. I was going to feature them both in the same song, but this week I've decided to feature them independently because a promise is a promise, and ELeeFrost is a great talent. I wanted you guys to hear that. And his partner, Kevin C3, this collab was recommended by ELeeFrost when I asked for a replacement, and he had said that Kevin was really good, and he wasn't wrong. Kevin really killed it, especially those high notes, like Missy had pointed out. I mean, it was just wow. It gave me chills too. And like I said, this song in particular is something that I have a history with. I love this song. I've never sung it just because I've never seen a good arrangement that separates those high parts so that somebody else can sing it. Hey, how you doing, Deborah? Good to see you. Glad you could make it. But yeah, this song was great. Both of these artists were phenomenal, and I'm glad I got to play those for you. So we're up to song number 2, and this song was, now I got to warn you, because I picked these songs at various times during the week, my frame of mind will tend to dictate the types of songs that I am drawn to. And this song is quite a departure from the first one, and you'll see why. But it's equally awesome. This song was released in 2021, and it was inspired by the band's experiences and the pressures and challenges of sudden fame. It reflects the anxiety and introspection of the band members, and in particular, Courtney LaPlante, who is the lead vocalist. The music video for this was filmed in the wilderness of British Columbia, which is where the band is based out of, and its haunting visuals complement the song's intense and atmospheric sound. It gained significant attention within the metal rock community and reached number 15 on the Billboard's mainstream rock airplay chart, and it also saw significant success in the UK and Australia as well. Singing Circle With Me by Spiritbox, we have Jelly Bean and Trankerlicer. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm sorry if I messed that up, but listen to this.
It could all be yours. Visionary, deep it's fake. Dirty gold, the colors change. Hands are frozen, feel no pain. I just wanna hold the flame.
I'm spinning out of control. The sickest news is crushing me.
I wanna know
If there's no heat when I escalate. Fire is cold, echo. This could all be yours.
feel the weight of a murder. It could all be yours if you had your vertebrae. Train to cut down the altar. It could all be yours. Vultures circling the flame.
Nothing sacred
negative feedback loop. I'm spinning out of control. The sickly sweetness is crushing me, but I wanna know if there's no heat when I escalate. The fire is cold, then yet go. This could all be yours. Feel the weight of a martyr.
Could all be yours. You had no birds to pay.
Traitor, cut down the altar.
Could all be yours.
Just circling the flame. Climbing altar and I claim my faith as Lord. Struggle with me. Struggle with me. This could all be yours. Feel the weight of a martyr. It could all be yours if you had your vertebrae. Traitor, cut down the altar. It could all be yours. Vultures circling the prey. Feel the weight of a martyr, a traitor, watching me as birds of prey never falter. This could all be yours. This could all be yours.
That was awesome. Now you can see that's a far departure from the first song, and that's intentional. I don't want you guys to get too lulled into a certain sense of security here. But I loved that song, and I'll tell you why. It started off, she's got like this melodic, sweet sounding voice, and then she hit that scream in the beginning, and I was like, whoa, I didn't expect that. I don't know this song at all. I just happened to come across it, and I was listening to it, and that first scream like just hit me. So I listened to it some more, and then it switched back to that melodic tone. And I was like, all right, this is cool. I like this. And her partner, Trankerlicer, was a great compliment to it. The two of them, the contrast of his voice and her voice, it just worked really well in that like interplay of the soft melodic tone with that scream. It just really, really worked for me. And I really liked it. And I wanted to play that for you guys. I wish I could do that, maybe I could. I've never really tried, but I don't know those kinds of songs. And I have a limited tolerance for hearing it. But this was a treat to my ears, and I really, really, really enjoyed that. So we're up to song number 3, and this one's interesting. It was released in 1979, and it was inspired by the rise of disco in the late 1970s. One of the vocalists for the band, Paul Stanley, wanted to experiment with a disco sound, merging the disco beats with the hard rock sound that this band is known for. Now, it was an obvious departure from the normal sound, which caused quite a mixed reaction from the fans. It still became one of the band's most successful hits, reaching number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, and is one of Kiss's highest charting singles in the US. It was a massive hit worldwide, topping the charts in Canada, Netherlands, and Belgium, and reached the top 10 in Australia and Germany too. Singing I Was Made for Loving You by Kiss, we have Luna Hart and Arthur Band 86.
made for me. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. I can't get enough of you, baby. Can you get enough of me? Tonight, I wanna sit in your eyes, feel the magic. There's something that's driving me wild. And tonight, we're gonna make it all come true. 'Cause boy, you were made for me, and I was made for you. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. And I can't get enough of you, baby. Can you get enough of me? I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. And I can give it all to you, baby. Can you give it all to me tonight? Tonight, I wanna give it all to you. In the darkness, there's so much I want to do tonight.
So talk about departure, right? So not only was the original song a departure from the typical sound of Kiss, this song was a departure from that even. This one had a more folksy sound to it, and I really liked it. I thought it worked really nice. I'm not a huge Kiss fan, but you know, I got to give them props, right? I mean, they obviously did something right because they're world famous and people still listen to them today. I actually saw them in concert. I saw them in concert once, and I saw Ace Frehley when he was doing his Frehley's concert tour. I saw that at a local nightclub called Axis, and it was so loud my ears were ringing for a week. I'm sure I had some hearing loss due to that show, but it was a good show. I have great memories of it. And Kiss was an opener for some other band. It was like a multiple band event, and they were one of the openers, and they were good. I mean, when you go see Kiss, you know what you're going to get. But these two did a great job. Art the Band 86 has been featured on this show before. Yeah, Dale, you definitely have a wider range of rock taste than me. I know people that love them. I have friends that love them. I never got it, right? The whole makeup thing and the Kiss Unmasked and the big tall boots and the crazy costumes. I was like, my tolerance for that kind of ended at Judas Priest. That was about the most I could put up with as far as costumes go. But like I said, Kiss is very well known, and they have some good songs. I'll say that. I'm not going to say I don't think there's any band where I just hate everything they've ever made. Kiss has some good stuff, and these guys did a great job. Like I said, Art the Band 86. I've played him before, and he's good. I know he's good. Luna Hart was the new one that I brought on with this one, and I thought that the two of them performed this very, very well together, and both of them are great talents. So I'm glad I got to share that with you. So we're up to song number 4, which is the halfway point of our show because we have 8 songs. And this song was released in 2020, and it was inspired by the desire to uplift and energize people during the COVID-19 pandemic. It's a feel-good song that tries to bring joy to a global audience. It is this band's first fully English single, which also set the record for the most views within 24 hours on YouTube, with 101.1 million views. It debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, and it's the first all South Korean group to achieve this, and it remained on the charts for several weeks. It topped the charts in several countries, including the UK, Canada, and South Korea, and reached the top 10 in several other countries, including Australia and Germany, and is certified platinum in multiple regions. Now, if these two guys sang this song, it'd be another platinum hit, and you'll see why in a minute. Singing Dynamite by BTS, we have Connor F. and Jeffrey AKG TV.
Cause I'm in stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night alight. Shoes on, get up in the morning, cup of milk, let's rock and roll. King Kong, kick the drum, rolling on like a rolling stone. Sing song when I'm walking home, jump up to the top of the brown. Ding dong, call me on my phone, iced tea and a game of ping pong.
This is getting heavy. Can you hear the bass boom? I'm ready. Life is sweet as honey. Yeah, this beat touching like money. Disco overload, I'm into that. I'm good to go. I'm diamond, you know I glow up.
So let's go. Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night alight.
Shining through the city with a little funkin' soul.
So I'ma light it up like dynamite, oh.
Bring a friend, join the crowd, whoever wanna come along. Word up, talk the talk, just move like we off the wall. Day or night, the skies are light, so we dance to the break of dawn.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got the medicine, so you should keep your eyes on the ball. This is getting heavy, can you hear the bass boom? I'm ready. Woo-hoo. Life is sweet as honey, yeah, this beat your chin like money. Disco overload, I'm into that, I'm good to go. I'm diamond, you know I glow up.
Let's go.
Cause I'm in stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night alight.
Shining through the city with a little funkin' soul.
So I'ma light it up like dynamite, oh. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Life is dynamite.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Life is dynamite.
Shining through the city with a little fucking soul.
So I'ma light it up like dynamite, oh.
Da-na-na-na-na-na, eh.
Da-na-na-na-na-na, yeah.
Da-na-na-na-na-na, eh.
Light it up with dynamite. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na, eh.
Da-na-na-na-na-na, yeah.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na, eh.
And light it up dynamite. Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night alight.
Shining through the city with a little fucking soul.
So I'ma light it up like dynamite.
This is our.
Cause I'm in stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night alight. Shining through the city with a little fucking soul.
So I'ma light it up like dynamite, oh.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Life is dynamite.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Life is dynamite.
Shining through the city with a little fucking soul.
I'ma light it up like dynamite, oh.
All right. So I have played both of these artists separately before. I came across this one where they were both singing together, and it was dynamite, to coin a phrase from the song. They did. Both of these guys have amazing voices, and you know they should be pop stars. They should be out on the radio right now, and we should be forking over our money to stream them on Spotify or whatever. They're just phenomenal, and this is a cool song. I remember when this song came out, because during the COVID pandemic, we could all use a little cheering up. And this song was definitely an upbeat, happy-go-lucky song. And I mean, and BTS is cool. I mean, I never heard of K-pop before until this song, and this, you know, and then of course for a while they were like all over the TV, and you know, everywhere you looked it was BTS, 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 and it's really good. I really like it. And of course they did that parody on Star Trek Strange New Worlds with K-pop with the Klingons, which was kind of like a spoof of this. So if you're a Star Trek fan, maybe you saw that, but this was really good, and I really, really liked it. So we're up to the halfway point of the show, and if you came in late, welcome. I appreciate you coming in. And if you want to be aware of when we schedule new shows and you want to get alerted, then please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and enable notifications. This way you'll never miss a show. And if you like our video, then it tells us that we're doing a good job and you appreciate what we're doing. But really most importantly, you know, having that subscription with the notifications just sends you one little reminder that says, hey, the show is, you know, is scheduled. It's going to start. You know, maybe you want to check it out. This way you don't miss it. Thanks, Deborah. I really appreciate it. This show is going a little better than last week. Last week was really choppy. And I was really pressed for time because of dealing with my younger son while my wife and older son were away. And I don't know, maybe I was just a little off my game because I was missing them. But this show's going a bit better, I think. So we're at the halfway point of the show. We've got 4 more songs to go. Excuse me. And before we get continuing with the music, I'm just going to take this brief break for this commercial announcement.
And there's your beautiful baby.
Any day now.
Really? You're eating Doritos? He's eating Doritos on my ultrasound. Do you see what I have to do?
I know.
Give me that.
Whoops. By the way, folks, that wasn't a real commercial announcement. I just, I like to play funny commercials, you know, at a couple of different points in the show, just to kind of break things up and give you a laugh. So yeah, that's what that's all about. It's really meaningless other than to give you a chuckle. So at the halfway point, I'm just going to say that, you know, the way Smule Scene works is we don't solicit song submissions, you know, because, you know, we've seen this done before, and, you know, what ends up happening is you end up getting a flood of song links from the same people. And that's not how we work. What we're looking for are talented artists. So in the description, there is a link to a video that describes the process, but I'll give you the Cliff Notes version right now. If you know of an artist that is a phenomenal talent, either somebody you've sung with, someone that's sung with you, or someone you've just come across, you know, in your, you know, perusal of the Smule feeds or whatever, look for a OC that they've opened, whether it's current or expired, and send it to us in app. And if we play them, then we'll give you a shout out on air. And you will automatically be considered for a feature on the show. So it's as simple as that. It saves us from getting spammed with hundreds of song links, and it ensures that we find the top talent. And we really appreciate it. It helps us build these shows. And, you know, a couple of the songs here were actually the result of nominations from other Smulers, and we appreciate it. So we're up to song number 5. And this song was released in 1983. It was originally recorded in 1982, but the release was delayed due to a record label change. It's inspired by the universal theme of unrequited love. As you can tell, a recurring theme in my shows for some reason. I don't know why. It expresses deep emotions of a secret love and the desire to reveal these feelings amidst the uncertainty of reciprocation. It's Patti LaBelle's first #1 hit on the R&B charts, and it showcased her powerful range and emotive delivery. It topped the Billboard R&B chart and remained there for 4 weeks, and reached number 46 on the Billboard Hot 100, and it was particularly loved in the UK. Singing If Only You Knew by Patti LaBelle, we have MaReeVocals and Music Junkie 719.
Must have rehearsed my lines 1,000 times until I had them memorized. But when I get up the nerve to tell you the words may never seem to come out right. I do love you. Oh, if only you knew how much I do need you, baby. I dream of moments we shared, but I'm living in a fantasy, 'cause you don't even suspect, could probably care less about the changes I've been going through. If only you knew how much I do love you. Oh, if only you knew how much I do need you. Play on. Oh, baby. Don't even suspect, could probably care less about the changes I've been going through. Oh,
That was phenomenal. The vocals of both of these artists were just unreal. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Patti LaBelle. I remember being a kid, before we had digital music players, I'd walk around with this little tape player. It wasn't even like a boombox. It was literally like a tape player, like a recorder. And I would have Patti LaBelle and other artists on tape that I've recorded off the radio during the course of the week or whatever. And we would just hang out in front of our houses and just play them and listen to them. And Patti LaBelle was one of my favorites. And these two artists just really just brought me back to that time. It was just really, really, really good. Now, Music Junkie 719 was nominated for the show by Yanni Mathis. So thank you, Yanni. I really appreciate it. You helped me find an amazing talent. And in the process, I also found MaReeVocals. And she's amazing too. And that's the one thing I love about this, right? When I'm looking at people to feature, I get one person and then I look them up and, without fail, they've joined or someone else has joined them who's also equally amazing. So I get two for the price of one and I get to play them for you. So it's a double win for everybody. So what did Missy Bruce say? The tape players with the orange. Yeah. I can't even describe it. It was like this flat little device that had the top drawer that popped up and you put the tape in and it had the buttons. And I would literally just walk around the neighborhood with it playing music and singing. I used to sing all the time. And it's the funniest thing. And of course, later on, when we actually had money, we had boom boxes. And of course, I had a boom box that was so big you had to carry around on a wagon, which was ridiculous. But hey, that's the way it worked, right? So anyway, that was amazing, and it was really a treat to play them. So this song, didn't have a video, which is fine, but it did have the animated lyrics, which is a little bit trickier to bring onto the show because the normal way of downloading them doesn't include that. It tries to download it as a audio file, but there's ways around that. But I will tell you this, if you want to be featured on the show, you have to at least have animated lyrics, because if it's just a typical audio only join, I'm not going to play it, and I'm sorry if that disappoints anybody, but think about this. I'm a busy guy. It takes a lot of work to get this show together. I don't have time to be trying to make a video to fit an audio only. So, and there's a lot of amazing audio only out there, but I have to skip them, and that's a shame. So, if you want to be on the show, keep that in mind. It's not that hard to pick an animated lyrics, and that will be the minimum criteria for showing up here. So, anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there. So we're up to song number 6, and this is a group song, and it's a mashup of 3 different songs by ABBA, and the 3 songs are Mamma Mia, Dancing Queen, and Fernando. And I'll tell you a little bit about each song before I announce the group that sang it. Mamma Mia was released in 1975, and it's inspired by the Italian expression exclaiming surprise or excitement. Mamma Mia, It was released as a single after the fact due to its immense popularity. Dancing Queen was released in 1976, and it was inspired by the euphoria of the European dance scene at the time, especially in Germany, which the band had visited, and it made a big impression on them. This is the first and only ABBA song to reach number 1 on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart, and it hit number 1 in multiple countries, including the UK, Australia, Canada, and Germany. And it's the only song by a Swedish act to be inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame. Fernando was released in 1976 and was heavily influenced by Latin music. Duh. It tells the story of two old freedom fighters reflecting on memories of a battle long ago. The song was originally recorded in Swedish and then later re-recorded in English for the band ABBA. And it's one of the best-selling singles of all time with over 10 million sold worldwide. It was never released as a single in the US, but still reached number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. And it topped the charts in many countries, including the UK, Australia, Canada, and South Africa, and remained number 1 in Australia for 14 weeks, which is one of the longest running shows on the Australian charts. So singing ABBA Gold, which is a mashup, we have the APEXTeam, which includes Brian Dutch 79, Stephanie Doodle, Alfsinghs, I Am Simply Me, Rosa Bloom 40, Kitiwiti, MF Hasemam 4, I think that's right, Koi, etoydemir, and Mama Mel 79, and I'm pretty sure I saw Paul Nuker in there too. Now, there may be other people in there that I've missed, but I apologize for that. But if you want to see everybody, the links for all the songs are in the description and you can check them out there. So check it out.
I was cheated by you, and I think you know when. So I made up my mind, it must come to an end. Look at me now, will I ever learn? I don't know how, but I suddenly lose control. There's a fire within my soul. Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. One more look and I forget everything. Oh, Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist ya? Mamma Mia, does it show again? My, just how much I missed ya. Yes, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why did I ever let you go? Mamma Mia, now I really know. My, I should not have let you go.
Can you hear the drums, Fernando? I remember long ago another starry night like this. In the firelight, Fernando, you were humming to yourself and softly strumming your guitar. I could hear the distant drums and sounds of bugle calls were coming from afar.
There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright, Fernando. They were shining there for you and me, for liberty, Fernando. Though we never thought that we could lose, there's no regret. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend, Fernando. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend, Fernando. Friday night and the lights are low, looking out for a place to go.
With a bit of rock music, everything's fine. You're in the mood for a dance.
And when you get the chance, you are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Dancing queen, feel the beat from the tambourine, oh yeah. You can dance, you can jive.
Wow. When I hear that ending, I could like literally picture the curtain falling on the stage, you know? That was amazing. And so hold on, let's see here. Scorpio Elemental. So he says, yeah, 32 and 12. Yeah, this was amazing. And, you know, I try to play group songs whenever I can, especially group songs that are this good, because I know how hard they are to make. And when they come out like this, you know, they have to be played. They just have to. I had one last week that was also phenomenal, and this one was equally good. And you know, I don't really play Apex too much. And I think it's mostly because I'm not really in the loop on their group song releases, and I have to do something about that, because there's a lot of great groups out there that put out stuff like this all the time, and a lot of times I just happen to hear it or come across it, oftentimes on Singtopia, and that says, oh yeah, I got to check that out. And this was amazing. All of these guys, I mean, it's an all-star cast. I mean, there's so many people that were involved in this that are very well known on Smule. And I'm sure there are more people who are part of this that were not listed in the description, just because they don't have enough space. So please check this out. The link is in the description, and all of the artists who were involved will be there. And you know, and give them some love, because they really deserve it. You know, it's incredibly hard to put together songs like this, especially with layers that are that tight on the harmonies. I mean, wow, kudos. I mean, that's the on-air applause for the show. So absolutely phenomenal. Great job, guys, and I'm glad I got to play that for you. So we're up to our next song, number 7, and this song was released in 2002, written by Richard Marks and Linda Thompson. And it's inspired by a theme of love and loss, and conveys the message that those that we've lost are never truly gone. So, you know, when we say loss, we mean loved ones who have passed on. But their presence lingers in our hearts and minds, so they're never really gone. This was Josh Groban's debut single, featured on his self-titled debut album, and it gained significant exposure after he performed it on the TV show Ally McBeal, and it reached number 1 on the Billboard Adult Contemporary chart and stayed there for 2 weeks. Singing To Where You Are by Josh Groban, we have Living Doll 84 and Shaggy Porcupine.
I don't know if I'll make it to the top of this range. It's a bit late in the day for that.
Who can say for certain? Maybe you're still here. I feel you all around me. Your memory so clear.
Deep in the stillness, I can hear you speak. You're still an inspiration. Can it be that you are forever loved?
You are watching over me from above.
Gently sleeping here inside my dream, and isn't faith believing all the power can be seen?
As my heart swung it away. Cherish all you gave me every day.
'Cause you are my forever love, watching me from up above. Like believe angels breathe, and that love will live on and never leave. Fly me up to where you are beyond the distant star. I wish upon tonight to see you smile. I know you're there, a breath away is not far to where you are.
That was gorgeous. So Yanni, I played one of your nominations earlier. So I gave you the shout out. So thanks again, man. Keep them coming if you can. But back to this song. It was gorgeous. I mean, Living Doll 84, Katie is her name. She's a known star on Smule. She's got a beautiful, beautiful voice. So I cheated, of course, and this is what I do. I'm gonna give you the inside scoop on how I do this, right? Once I have these known stars, I look at their feeds to see who's joining them, because people like to join these people, and a lot of them are very talented themselves. So it makes it so much easier to find them when I just glom off the known stars. So yeah, you know, the idea of the show is to play hidden talent, and technically that's what I'm doing, because I'm really featuring shaggyporcupine. I don't need to feature Living Doll. She gets a lot of attention on the app, and because she's so good, she's going to get played here too, one way or another. But her partner, shaggyporcupine, I've never heard of him. He doesn't have a lot of followers, and he doesn't have a lot of recordings, so I'm guessing he's either relatively new to the platform, or he just not very prolific, which is fine. But he is phenomenal. I loved his performance in this, and with him and Living Doll 84, they just sounded great together. Now, shaggyporcupine, I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. When you're opening up a song or joining a song, own it, brother. Don't say that you might have trouble doing this or doing that. Keep it to yourself, right? Because you either do or you don't. There is no try. And chances are, if you hated it, you delete it. So the fact that you chose to save it means that it's something you were relatively proud of. And there's no sense casting doubt on yourself, because it wasn't needed. This was beautiful, and you did a great job, brother. So we are up to song number 8, which is the final song of the night. And as is tradition, this song includes myself. I don't say feature, but the artist I am featuring is in the audience. At least he was. I don't know if he's still here. His name is ForgeAhead in Smule, but I'm also friends with him on YouTube. His name is Cecil or Cecil. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, brother, but anyway, and him and I are singing one of my favorite bands, and you'll find out who that is in a moment. So this song was released in 1990, and it was written by the band's guitarist, Chris DeGarmo, who was fascinated by lucid dreaming and exploring the inner workings of the mind. The lyrics for this song guide the listener through a journey of self-discovery and consciousness. The orchestral arrangement was done by Michael Kamen, who also composed Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and Die Hard. And it's funny because this song is often compared to Pink Floyd's Comfortably Numb due to its similar haunting atmosphere and emotional depth. Now, the first time I heard this song, I thought it was Floyd because of the particular sound and the tones, but I quickly realized it wasn't because the vocals on this are off the charts, at least on the original song. But this was one of Queensryche's most successful songs. It reached number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 1 on the Billboard Album Rock Tracks and received a Grammy nomination for Best Rock Performance and reached top 20 in the UK and Canada. You got it right. Silent Lucidity, that's right. Singing Silent Lucidity by Queensryche, we have myself, MrGrynch, and ForgeAhead.
Hush now, don't you cry. Wipe away the teardrop from your eye. You're lying safe in bed. It was all a bad dream speaking in your head.
Your mind tricked you to feel the pain of someone close to you leaving the game of life. So here it is, another chance. Wide awake and face the day. The dream is over, or has it just begun? There's a place I'd like to hide, a doorway that I'll run through in the night. Relax, child, you were there, but only didn't realize and you were scared.
It's a place where you belong. To face your fears, retrace the years, and ride the winds of your mind. Mending in another world. Suddenly you hear and see this magic new dimension.
We'll be watching over you.
I'm gonna have to see you through.
We'll protect you every night.
Smiling next to you in silent lucidity. If you open your mind for me, you won't rely on open eyes to see. The walls you build within come tumbling down, and new world will begin. Living twice at once, you learn to set from pain, and the dream to main, the soul set free to fly. A round trip journey in your head, master of illusion, can you realize your dreams alive? You can be the guide, but I will be watching over you. I'm gonna help to see it through. We'll protect you in the night. I'm smiling next to you. Help me. Peace.
So yeah, before I talk about this song, so yeah, I do get into the history of the song, and that's kind of like my shtick for the show. I have quite the strong influence growing up listening to Casey Kasem's Top 40 on Saturday, and it was a 3-hour show, and he would go into the history of the song, the band, the individual performers, and the stories behind the songs. And I always found that fascinating. There was nothing at all boring to me about it. And now in this modern era of sound bites and 30-second shorts, I realize that I can't put on a 3-hour show and do the same thing. And to be frank, I don't have the time, but I do want to capture some of that. And that's why I do it. And I really like that people seem to appreciate it, because it's a lot of work. But I like to do it. And the fact that people appreciate it and it kind of makes it stand out is validating for me. So let me talk a little bit about this song. Now, ForgeAhead, I mean, him and I have been singing on this platform for years, and he's got a phenomenal voice, but this song to me stood out more than any other that we've done together. And I'll tell you why. First of all, he saw me with the shades and he went looking for his own and put them on. So right off the bat, that gives him one up in my book. But secondly is the way he went about singing this song. I sang it more like the album version. His version was more like the more recent Jeff Tate performances, where he's singing, either acoustically or in a small setting, and the tone of his voice, and I've heard these performances, and the tone of his voice on this just brought me back to one of those performances. I swear to God, there were times in this song I thought I was listening to Jeff Tate singing this song. And I even said that in the comments. I said he was channeling his inner Jeff Tate. And like I said, Queensryche is one of my all-time favorite bands. I mean, definitely in the top 10, maybe the top 6. And mostly because of the vocals of Jeff Tate. So, ForgeAhead just really, really killed this. So thanks, brother. Thanks for letting me play this, and thanks for joining me on that. I really appreciate you, brother. So, and to those who've asked, I will open this just because it's been a while since I've opened this song. And, you know, as things go, you tend to like cycle through your repertoire. And I think I'm due to open it again. So I'll open it. So keep your eyes open. And I hope you join me. So we've reached the end of the show. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. This show went a lot better than last week, even though there were a couple of hiccups. Maybe you noticed, maybe you didn't, but that's okay. I'm not going to point them out. And we had some amazing talent tonight. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you coming. I appreciate your your comments. And hey, how you doing, K-Star? That's okay. You can watch it in reruns. And we were talking about you while you weren't here, so nothing to worry about. So check out the description in the video or in the show, actually, rather. All of the links to the songs that I've played tonight are there, along with the artists. Listen to them, follow them, join them. Whatever. This show is all about showcasing the talent that Smule does not show you. So yeah, we pull you out of the app for an hour or so, but then we want you to go right back in there and make new connections and sing with these amazing artists. And again, if you want to be notified of upcoming shows, my show is every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and turn on notifications, and you'll never miss the show. Well, you might miss it, but but you'll know that it's happening. So if you miss it, it's because you choose to, and that's perfectly fine. We all have busy lives, but I appreciate all of you that come out when you can and participating in the chat. Because yeah, we're here to listen to music, but you know what? We're here to make. Hey, Carol, how you doing? That's my wife, by the way. She's back from Greece, and she's acclimating back to American lifestyle, and more importantly, the time zone difference. Oh, thanks, Missy. I really appreciate it. So, and also on the YouTube page is the community tab. A lot of people don't check it out, but it's an important tab. So become familiar with it, because that's where we'll post useful information about the upcoming shows. And we'll also solicit feedback on things that we're thinking about or things that we want to try and we want to solicit your input for. So, keep an eye on that. And by all means, join and follow your favorites from tonight. All of these shows are recorded. This show was streamed only in the vertical format tonight, but the full screen version will be recorded and uploaded later on. So if you prefer that format, it'll be available for you. And be sure to keep an eye out for my co-creators show on Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Her name is Caroline Delgado. She doesn't always have a show on Friday because she's quite busy. And if she doesn't have a show, oftentimes she'll pre-record it. So keep your eyes open. So yeah, how do you find us on Smule? So Dawn, it's real easy. If you're in the audience and you want to post your Smule names, by all means do so. My Smule name is in the description for the show. So you can find me easy enough. But yeah, absolutely. If anyone in the audience wants to post their Smule name and you want to make a connection, go right ahead. And of course, all of the songs that we played tonight are linked in the description, so you can easily find who they are and make some new connections there. So again, that's my show for tonight. I will see you all next week, same time. And until then, have a great week. Peace.
There's a cry across the heartland, a yearning for the days gone by. And in little old Corden, Indiana, they're happy and they'll tell you why. They got butt drugs, they love butt drugs, butt drugs, butt drugs.
I love butt drugs.
I recommend butt drugs for everybody.
I can always count on butt drugs.
When I think drugs, I think butt drugs. For all my health needs, I turn to butt drugs.
You want hometown service and cheap hot coffee and liquor. Now that's the ticket. You can tell Walmart, CVS, and Walgreens exactly where to stick it. Butt drugs.
We love butt drugs.
Butt drugs won't let you down.
Free parking in the rear.
I love butt drugs.
I love local commercials.